This is QTV Nightly News. I am Amudu Gajaga and thank you for joining us. Here are the headlines. The International Trade Center, with funding from the European Union Youth Empowerment Project, YEP, and partners, has officially launched the Tourism and Creative Industries Initiative at the Sadauda Jawara International Conference Center. On Monday, the West African Bankers Association launched a training program on cross-border payment and settlement to enhance financial integration and efficiency across West Africa. 21 students have graduated at Bilal Islamic boarding schools for Quranic memorization after memorizing the Holy Quran. The Gambia Inclusion and Resilience Agriculture Value Chain Development (GIRAF) project, as part of its nationwide project toll visits, maize and rice farmers who benefited from the seed distribution project in the Lower River region. Those were the news headlines. Now the news in detail. Welcome and thank you for joining us. This is QTV News. The International Trade Center, with funding from the European Union Youth Empowerment Project (YEP) and partners, has officially launched the Tourism and Creative Industries Initiative at the Sadauda International Conference Center. Loli M. Camara attended the launch and filed this report.
I will confess to this gathering. I was not supposed to be here. I was supposed to be represented. But because this project is very important to me, I have to reschedule some of my programs just to attend this project.
The 5-year project, funded by the EU and to be implemented by the International Trade Center, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, and the Ministry of Trade, Industry, Regional Integration and Employment, aims to enhance the competitiveness, inclusivity, and sustainability of Gambia's tourism sector. Kodu El Jaba, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Tourism, states that the project has not come to repeat what has been done, but instead to strengthen and add value to the government of the Gambia's existing interventions by building tourism capacities. She thanked the funders of this magnificent project. Ida Chamjai, representing the private sector, stressed the need for collaboration and innovation to harness the project's potential to fully maximize future opportunities. The project focuses on women and youth as the main target beneficiaries. It will support the country in diversifying source markets and attracting more visitors year-round. Pamela Cook-Hamilton is the Executive Director of the International Trade Center, and Immaculada Roca I. Cortez, the EU Ambassador to the Gambia.
These moments have demonstrated the immense potential that the Gambia has to become a leading destination for community-based and ecotourism. And they prove that if you invest in the creative industries, the returns can be measured in more than just financial terms. Already, the past 8 years have witnessed the creation of 8,000 new jobs, training of 5,800 young people in the skills they'll need for jobs in agriculture, tourism and information and communication technologies.
Creative industries are more than just economic sectors. They are expressions of culture, identity, and human connections. They also play a unique role in promoting cultural integration and social cohesion. Tourism and creative industries provide opportunities for Gambians to showcase your art, your music, your heritage, and your stories to global audience.
Documents like the Gambia's National Tourism Policy 2021-2030, the Recovery Focused National Development Plan 2023-2027, and the UN Cooperation Framework call for sustainable tourism development to drive economic growth. His Excellency President Adama Barrow gave the launching statement outlining his government's commitment towards women and youth empowerment.
This is a landmark initiative that builds on the gains and insight derived from the YEP, and it represents a new era for our tourism and creative sectors. It is also a momentous occasion that underscores my government's commitment to fostering economic growth. There is no doubt that when complemented by our natural landscape, the Gambia will truly be a unique destination, capable of offering authentic experiences, peace and hospitality.
The project is expected to contribute to long-term economic competitiveness and well-being of the Gambia's creative industries. For QTV News, Lolly M. Kamara.
On Monday, the West Africa Bankers Association launched a training program on cross-border payment and settlement to enhance financial integration and efficiency across West Africa. Mam Nabuka attended the opening ceremony, and this is her report.
This event, part of a series of training sessions across West Africa, is officially starting in the Gambia. The training is designed for banking professionals, financial institutions, and similar stakeholders to deepen their understanding of how to navigate and utilize cross-border payment and settlement systems in an increasingly evolving world. By equipping participants who travel from various financial institutions across West Africa with the necessary skills and knowledge to meet the growing demands of an increasingly interconnected world, the West Africa Bankers Association aims to foster a more integrated financial landscape that can support regional trade and drive substantial economic growth. Here are Modu Lamin Jaju, the head of the Payment System Unit at the Central Bank of the Gambia, and Alhaji Jeng, the Secretary General of WABA.
Cross-border trade and investment are fundamental to driving economic growth. As commercial bankers, representatives from trade institutions and IT firms, your roles are pivotal in facilitating these vital transactions. Effective and cross-border payment systems not only enhance trade efficiency, but also promote financial inclusion, stimulate innovations, and contribute to poverty alleviation.
In the past, offering basic payment service was the core focus of banks. However, in today's interconnected world, the expectation is for this service to operate smoothly and efficiently across borders, supporting economic integration and financial stability on a much larger scale.
With the increasing volume of trade and investment in the West African region, there is a high demand for a more sophisticated, efficient, and secure banking service. The training program is seen as a crucial step towards promoting a more robust financial ecosystem and overcoming cross-border transaction challenges including high costs and lengthy processing periods hindering economic development. This is Pa Aliundao, the Executive Secretary of the Gambia Bankers Association.
Your active participation is what will make this session truly valuable. We encourage you to engage fully and make the most of this opportunity to extend your skills and knowledge in your various desks. We can create an environment that fosters growth and innovation and meaningful dialogue.
The training is set to last for 4 days, after which participants will be taken on a tour around the Gambia. Professor Ezekiel Duramani Laka of the Institute of Public Administration and Management, University of Sierra Leone, the lead trainer, outlined what they hope to achieve by the end of the training.
The expectation is that the participants who are already working in banks and they're already working with cross-border payments should be able to understand the environment in which they work and the risk and then what is changing. It's important that we all know how the landscape of our profession evolves, and when we do, it becomes perennial for us to be able to make the necessary adjustment for enhancement of productivity within the sector in which we work.
WABA, established in 1981 in Accra, Ghana, is an association of commercial banks, specialized banks, and credit institutions in West Africa. As one of the organs of the ECOWAS Commission, its role is to foster cooperation among banks and contribute to the development of commerce, industry, and agriculture in the region. Mam Nabuka for QTV News.
21 students have graduated at Bilal Islamic boarding schools for Quranic memorization after memorizing the Holy Quran. The colorful ceremony was held at the school campus in Yarambamba in Old Yundum on Sunday. Demba Waiba witnessed the event, and he now reports.
Important chapter in the lives of these students who have spent years memorizing the Quran. The event was attended by proud parents, family members, and other dignitaries. Imam Abdullah Fati, a renowned religious leader, highlighted Allah's noble promise to those who dedicate their lives to the teaching and the study of the Quran.
There is no issue with acquiring a Western education, but as a Muslim, it is important to leave a positive impact through Islam. If you follow Allah's commands, He will reward you with Jannah. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that when a person passes away, 3 things continue to benefit them in this world: ongoing charity, Sadaqah Jariyah, knowledge they shared that continue to guide and benefit others, and the righteous children who pray for their deceased parents. I commend the Jawara family for their effort in propagating Islam.
Alhaji Esa Muhammad Jawara is the proprietor of Bilal Boarding School.
This school has 1,400 students, with some attending as boarders and others living off campus. Since its opening over 20 years ago, 305 Hafiz have graduated and more than 30,000 students have passed through its doors. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The best among you are those who read the Quran and teach it."
Ali Jagana, the chief guest of honor, highlighted the significant milestones the school has achieved since its establishment. He prayed and expressed his gratitude to Imam Jawara and his family for founding the school. Abu Qatada Basiru Silla has memorized the Quran and is one of the graduates.
Memorizing the Quran and following its teachings brings blessings in both this world and the hereafter. Allah will bless your family through it. I am praying for my friends who are striving to memorize the Quran as well. I am truly happy because it took me less than 2 years to memorize it. I would like to thank my parents for their support.
Our Babukar Sise, who represented Bilal Islamic Boarding School and secured second place in the 2022 QCell-sponsored Half Quran competition, is graduating today. She shares the benefits of memorizing the Quran.
One of the most important things about memorizing the Quran is it makes you draw closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As he mentioned in Surah Al-Isra verse 9, he said, "Inna hadha al-Qur'ana yahdi lillati hiya aqwam," which is indeed the Quran guides to that which is most suitable. So memorizing the Quran, it establishes a strong relationship and a closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by understanding his commandments. And also, it's a sign of preserving the Holy Quran. It's a source of intercession on the Day of Judgment. And this hadith was, the Prophet ﷺ said, the Quran intercedes for its companions on the Day of Judgment. And this is a very authentic hadith.
At the end of the program, each Hafiz received a certificate, a complete Quran, cash, and other gifts in recognition of their remarkable achievement. Demba Waiba, QTV News.
From that story, we'll now go for a commercial break, and when we return, we still have some more local news stories. Do stay tuned.
fii mooy fan fii mooy Inasa di place bi nga xam ne moom la ñëpp taaw place bii bépp xeetu ataaya bu baax rek bu dugg see ci dëkk bi xamal li fii rek la am bara wërga bii neex na lool saf na ba pare tamit nag am gu bu neex boo ko naanee rek da ngay kontaan ci saas añ ba suur ba gëreesal li nga lekk jëndal bara ataaya bii ndax moom la ñëpp taaw gis nga sama client bii ataaya bu neex bu ne moom laa koy njëkk a jox ndax moom kat ataaya bu neex rek lay wër bara wërga bii mooy wërga bi gën te moo gën a saf kon nag ràññee leen ko bu baax kon daw leen gaaw ca Banjul foofu ca Inasa di place bi nga xam ni foofu rek nga ko mën a amee wholesale wala retail mu ngi foofu ci boori court house bi foofu ca Banjul wala nga daw ci bépp marché bépp supermarket bépp boutique fépp foo dugg rek di nga mën a am baara warga bii nga xam ne moom la ñëpp di wër tey baara warga moo dàq ci warga yi man maa ngi ci moom ndax su ma maree ataaya moom rek lay naan.
Supersonics Islamic Insurance ñooy jël benn digital insurance provider ci Gambia bu ànda Sharia ñoo leen isil wécceeku technologie yu xarañ ànd ak dal ba seen bunti kër yi amal nañ leen bépp façon yi insurance service boo soxla pour ngeen mun a am xel bu dal ak kaaraange saa yoo leen ko soxlee su fekkee yaa ngi kër ci yoon wala ci business ak Supersonics Islamic Insurance Limited ñëwal nga bokk ci suñ bànneexi liggéey nga xam fu ñu feetoo oo ñu ci +220 5132 319 5132 318 wala 5132 315 wala nga email ñu info@supersonicsinsurance.com wala book nga seetuñu suñ website bi www.supersonicsinsurance.com wala nga seet si ñu Beka Plaza 56 Liberation Avenue Banjul.
Welcome back and thank you very much for joining us. This is QTV News. The Gambia Inclusion and Resilient Agricultural Value Chain Development Giraffe project, as part of its nationwide project store visits, maize and rice farmers who benefited from the seed distribution project in the Lower River region. Our regional correspondent Bakari Balde accompanied the project team and he now reports.
To boost agricultural production and productivity in the Gambia, the Giraffe project distributes high-quality certified maize and rice seeds to various farmers in the region during the rainy season. According to farmers we spoke to, the intervention proved to be timely as it has enhanced production and improved their living conditions. Lamin Manjang, the alcalo of Kuinala Nyakunda, a prominent farmer, says he has cultivated rice for decades and had been providing seeds to other farmers in the region. He applauds giraffes and pleaded for more support.
We are calling on government to support us, the farmers. I will have to sell 2 bags of maize to be able to buy 1 bag of rice, which is not favorable to us. There shouldn't be a huge gap in the price structure. At least, after selling a bag of maize, I should be able to buy a bag of rice.
Mohamed Jikine, the president of the Maize Farmers Association in the Lower River region, is a beneficiary of the Giraffe Seeds distribution program.
We thank God our maize yield has been good. After harvesting, we got 10 bags. We gave out zakat and give 1 bag to the landowner. The remaining bags are for our feeding, especially when it comes to breakfast. We no longer buy bread, instead we use the maize.
Yaya Njai from Jara Samkwa village and Bubakar Kedem from Dongorba village in Jara East, both maize farmers, explain how the Giraffe Seeds intervention has impacted their lives.
We are calling on the government to support us, the farmers. If we are supported, the price of rice will be cheaper. I remember the years ago, we used to eat rice that we grow ourselves. We want to bring back those days. In order for that to happen, government full support is needed.
If you are given 10 kilos of seeds and your yield after harvesting gives 800 kilos, it means I have to thank God. This Giraffe project has supported me a lot with my family in feeding.
The Giraffe Seed program has helped improve production and productivity to many rural communities in LRR, and it also contributed to improve food security and increase income for farmers and households. Bakari Balde, QTV News.
The Gambia Inclusion and Resilient Agricultural Value Chain Development Project, Giraffe, commenced a nationwide project site visit to assess the project's progression and impact. Our regional correspondent again, Bakari Balde, was with the team and he now reports.
The Giraffe project is a World Bank-funded initiative aimed at supporting and developing the poultry industry in the Gambia, specifically focusing on empowering smallholder farmers and promoting market-oriented production, including access to improved technologies and training to enhance their poultry farming practices. In this regard, the project's intervention has improved poultry production and productivity and impact lives in various communities in the Lower River region. Madu Kamara, the regional livestock director in LRR, says there were 15 poultry farmers and that with the intervention of the project, that number has increased to 250. He outlined the impact of the Giraffe project in the region.
This feed mill can increase the poultry production in this region, in the sense that the feed is available, is closer to them, the price also is cheaper, and it will reduce the burden of changing the dialysis to safer, going to Senegal and buy.
Fana Sise, a classroom teacher, is the manager of the Rural Livelihoods Enhancement Farm in Kuinala. She built 3 key structures for her business and created employment.
With the help of Giraffe matching grant, we were given $90,000 US. That is the 60%, and we also contribute 40% from the project. We have right now where we are is a warehouse, that is the poultry feed processing place. Behind me, that is the poultry feed machine, the processing machine. Right now, we have 7 employees. We have 4 male and 3 female.
Mrs. Cisse commended the government and Giraffe for the support and further call on poultry farmers to make the best use of locally made feed.
I'm calling all Gambian people, let them buy the feed that the Gambian people are producing. Do not look at the plate that this feed is producing. We have to look at the quality of the feed. Make a test and see. If the feed is good, try and do it. If the feed is not good, but for me, I don't think this plate that we see, we used to buy from Senegal, is the solution for our poultry farms, for our poultry chicks. What matters most is the ingredients that we put there.
Muskeba Mabintanjai from Kiankolikunda outlined the challenges they used to encounter before Giraffe's intervention.
Before Giraffe's intervention, our biggest challenge in poultry farming was water shortage. We thank God that this project has solved the water issue and made our work much easier.
Giraffe is a $108 million grant from the World Bank. The project development objectives are to promote the development of inclusive, resilient, and competitive agricultural value chains, focusing on smallholder farmers and agro-businesses, and also improve water supply and sanitation in project target areas. Bakari Balde, QTV News.
The community of Brikama Medina expressed their joy at having a school for the first time since its founding in 1969. The Medina Salandingoto Law Basic School was officially inaugurated on Monday. More in this story. Children in Brikama Medina can now attend a school built within their community, marking the first time since its founding over 50 years ago. The MRC Holland Foundation funded a community project that led to the construction of 18 classrooms. The Medina Salandingoto Lower Basic School now serves over 1,000 students, offering education from early childhood through to grade 6. Awangom, the head girl, expressed the view that having the school within the community is a positive development.
School is important and the kids are learning well. Yeah, the classes are spacious. I'm happy about the school. Yeah. People are learning and they listen, they take advices. Yeah, it's very important and it's close to our destinations. My house is not that far, so this school is very important. Where they build this is important.
For the residents of Brikama Medina, this is a significant development, providing access to education in a conducive environment. The Alcalo of Brikama Medina, Baba Jite, and Lamin Bawuye Sedi, chairman of the Medina VDC, expressed their gratitude to MRC Holland Foundation, describing the school as a long-awaited development project that the community had been hoping for.
I am so thrilled today. When I reflect on my own experience going to primary school, we had to trek several kilometers. Witnessing the inauguration of this school is truly a great achievement. We are so happy. Congratulations to MRC Holland Foundation for constructing such a magnificent school. Anyone who sees this incredible structure will be truly impressed.
The inauguration ceremony was preceded by cultural performances from students and various groups to mark this significant chapter for the Brikama Medina Salandingoto community and its surrounding areas. In today's rapidly changing world, ensuring children have access to education is more crucial than ever. It forms the foundation for personal growth, intellectual development, and future success. Mamudu Gejega, QTV News. Now, before we end this news bulletin, here is a recap of our main news headlines. The International Trade Center, with funding from the European Union, Youth Empowerment Project, YEP, and partners, has officially launched the Tourism and Creative Industries Initiative at the Sadauda Jawara International Conference Center. On Monday, the West Africa Bankers Association launched a training program on cross-border payment and settlements to enhance financial integration and efficiency across West Africa. 21 students have graduated at Bilal Islamic boarding schools for Quranic memorization and also memorizing the Holy Quran. The Gambia Inclusive and Resilient Agriculture Value Chain Development Giraffe Project, as part of its nationwide project tour visit, maize and rice farmers who benefited from the seed distribution project in the Lower River region. That's all in this bulletin of the news. Thank you very much for watching. Join us again at 10 for another bulletin.